Hey there. I don't know if I've ever told you this about myself, but maybe you've noticed. I'm a pretty solid introvert, and so one of the things that I've done as a doula is that I often include reflection questions as a free resource to new parents because I strongly believe in the value of thinking through your thoughts and thinking about your feelings as a way to prepare, as a way to look back and process what's happened and to prepare for what's to come. And so this week, I want to encourage you to take some time. You're like, as an introvert, take it by yourself, get yourself a journal, find some time to sit outside in the sunshine. And if you're an extrovert, find someone to process with verbally, right? Send me a text if you want me to be your sounding board. And I want you to think about this question. What do other people say my experience will be like? Or what do other people say the postpartum experience will be like? What are the stories that you're hearing about what to expect for birth, for childbirth, for newborn babies, for the newborn stage? And then once you've thought through all of the stories that you've been told, what postpartum is going to be like, you need to take some time to think about which ones of those stories you think are true. And this is really important because it's really valuable for yourself to have a clear vision of your own expectations, a clear vision for the postpartum period that belongs to you. Because when those expectations play out in your postpartum experience, once you meet your baby, it can be really stressful, can create a lot of conflict and turmoil in you if your experience can't be reconciled with your expectations or your vision. If you haven't clearly articulated or acknowledged your expectations, and yet your experience clashes with what is secretly inside your heart, what you thought it was going to be like, that will show up as like a lot of extra stress in the postpartum period. It might show up as anxiety or like a need to control things so that you can shape it more towards what you thought it was going to be like. It can show up as resentment that towards your doctor or your partner or your other family members who should be more some way according to your like deep beliefs, but they're not behaving in that way. And because you don't know what your deep beliefs were in the first place, your deep hopes, your deep expectations, the conflict stays, well, conflicted. There's a breach, right, between what you really thought and what's actually happening. And finding a way to reconcile those two things will make it easier for you to find real solutions for the stress that you feel in the postpartum period. So this week, if you can find some time, make some time to think about and maybe list out the stories that you hear about what the postpartum period will be like, and then really acknowledge to yourself which ones you think are true. What do you really think the postpartum period will be like? So if this is something that this practice is something that you feel like is still missing in your preparations for meeting your baby, then the Fearless Fourth workshop is for you. It's like an hour and a bit like postpartum prep workshop that includes this reflection question and several others as you're thinking about your childbirth experience, your preparations for postpartum, your recovery from pregnancy maybe, or childbirth, looking after your baby sleep, all of those things, all of those topics come with some reflection questions to help you prepare so that your postpartum experience can feel more calm, more true to you, and so that your experience can not be held back by stress and conflict. All right, so you can find that workshop through the link in my bio.